well, I believe we're going to be wrapping up this DLC today, Shadows of Rose. Don't remember exactly where we came from, so pardon me while I figure out exactly where we're going here. I feel like we came from this way, maybe? My mission objective just says to explore your surroundings. But we're gonna wrap this up. Don't know how much longer we have left. However, we are going to be doing a little something special at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. Once this DLC is wrapped up, we're gonna be checking out a little something. You'll see when we get there.
What's all this doing out here?
Yeah, was there an explosion? Yeah, so this is the way forward for sure. Unless we just missed that stuff on the way, which I don't think we did. Lots of handgun ammo. I've got 2 shotgun shells. And I can craft more. I have a heal, so good to know I have at least 1 heal on me, but let's not craft anything until we know exactly what we're about to be up against.
Where the hell am I? What is this place?
This is view as Ethan saw it, except they weren't all these things. They were like perfect spheres. Leaking goop. And then there's that. Biggin. I don't know if Rose has the ability to take that down with her powers. We're gonna find out. Head for the giant core. Slide time. Uh-oh. Oh, it's Rose! Spooky.
What?
More roses, except that one was dressed like her. It was just staring at us like a freak. Alright, no items there. Oop. Yes! White sage. Anything up here before we head down the path? Yes. Another heal. That's good. More furniture. Just throwing about.
They're all just like in the castle.
Yeah. More dead roses. Oh. She won't point the gun at it. Ew. Get out of my way! Fuck off! Oh god. Oh no, I can't shove through. Oh no, you didn't get caught in that.
I'm even stronger than before.
Come on. Before they get back up, hurry. Just like what they're doing. Please go! Just lift your foot up. That's all you gotta do. Really made me panic there. Any items? Are we being chased? No.
They're coming from in there.
And where? In there? Nice. Get the f out of the way. I'll try to ignore that one. Yeah. Oh no! Gonna take this one now because we're all out. Oh. Oh, we can't do it mid animation. Alright. No, we should be good. What? Oh shit. Go around, Rose. Go around, please. Can we go through here? We should be able to. Alright, well, no, you're just gonna have to take damage then, because you wouldn't go through. Go, go, go. Alright, now let's take this. There we go. There's the use.
I need to find that crystal.
Yeah, get away from those things. We've got 2 heals, so we should be okay. We can craft another if we absolutely need to. I'd rather save that for like shotgun ammo, but we'll see. Okay, this is where Chris went, right? Whoa. Bookshelves? Ew.
Is this where those copies of me came from?
Freaky. Big jump. Alright, we've got a typewriter. The Megamycete absorbs the memories of all life within its reach, but there are laws which govern this world within it. It seems worthwhile to catalog them as they become apparent. The memories that comprise this realm do not strictly reflect reality. Only those who are attuned to the Megamycete in life retain control of their faculties here in this realm. Okay, so those who are attuned to... Sorry, I have just a single little stray hair that will not get off my face, and I cannot, every time I go like this, I can't find it. Only those who are attuned to the Megamycete in life retain control of their faculties here in this realm. This aligns with my understanding of the Megamycete as revealed to me in its visions before my death. Who wrote this? Yes, my death. My physical body is gone, absorbed into the Megamycete. And yet I do not despair, for this fate has granted me fascinating insights. All those years I strived, have continued to strive. They are not for nothing. The memories of the consciousness, understanding, and knowledge I accumulated in life have transferred here to the Megamycete, where it serves as a source of power within this realm. If I can harness this power, I believe I can use it to affect the thoughts and memories of others. Of course, it's hardly a perfect arrangement, with so many minds and memories gathered here. Finding and retrieving a single person from amidst the rabble has proven an immense challenge. Her memories are here, yes, but dissolute. Perhaps what is needed is the right vessel into which to hold her. And of course, I know of the perfect vessel, the only real candidate in all my years of searching, Rosemary Winters.
Someone's been here.
Miranda, then? She was looking for a vessel for her daughter. I mean, I know she's defeated, but aren't we kind of in like a different point of time? I'm not sure exactly yet. I had intended to duplicate Rosemary Winters, in the hope that a perfect replica might serve as a suitable vessel. However, the results were less than ideal. It would seem that some sort of interference is preventing me from creating a suitable replica. Instead, I have succeeded in making what is essentially a living doll. It resembles the real thing, yes, but has no power. Such a pathetic husk could never prove suitable as a vessel. I will continue my efforts in hopes of discerning the source of this interference. Several hypotheses have come to mind thus far. The fact that Rose herself is still alive, some other actor within this realm, a flaw in my methods of production. None of these seem especially likely to be the sole reason, nor are any of them easy problems to solve. Perhaps my best hope is to somehow bring Rose into this realm. Oh, were she to offer herself as a vessel, it would be so simple. Additional observations. Further experiments with these Rose copies, as I've taken to calling these husks, have yielded another interesting wrinkle to pursue. When subjected to situations evoking extreme terror, they actually begin to express some semblance of Rose's abilities. This warrants much research, and I think that my first creation, the Masked Duke, is just the one to perform this stress test.
They couldn't have been watching me the entire time, could they?
Oh, another heal. Good. It would seem that at some point during my experiments with consciousness, an intruder made herself at home in my realm. This intruder was none other than the failure Evelyn, who had been running around enacting her own pitiful agenda, which has led to a slight disruption in my own plans. Yep. Had Evelyn not interfered, Rosemary Winters would have been on the verge of despair, dispossessed of her will to live and her Megamycete powers. Instead, a new passion burns within her. I shall have to extinguish it. Great. Just great. Whoa, we are stacked on the shotgun ammo. What the hell are we fighting? More white sage. Okay, I think I grabbed everything, but maybe we just kind of take another gander to be absolutely sure, because even though we got a lot of stuff, it's to prepare us for a big old fight. Oh, let's save it. Oh wait, did I just save? Well, yeah, I did. Well, we can craft too if we need to, but I'm feeling real greedy, you know?
There's that feeling again. It's so strong. It must be the crystal.
That pull I've been feeling is close, but I just can't go any further. I thought I had made it when I saw that blue light, but no, not quite. If only I'd been braver, faster, stronger. So close. I was so close.
I'm almost there. Michael.
Not Michael. Any scary statues?
It's through here.
Alright, is there anything down here? Ooh, more statues. What is this? Black God, which lives in us and in which we live, create for us a new world as befits your will. Your dark consciousness holds for us a second chance, graciously offered and joyously accepted. You drink the blood of the lost lamb as it falls upon your darkened earth, not to destroy, but to preserve, and once again deliver unto life.
This is twisted shit.
Yeah. These statues are crazy. Okay.
This one's the real deal. I can feel it.
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to just grab it that easily.
It's working. Oh my God. Is this what normal feels like?
Why did we just pick up those sages then?
Rose, I've waited so long for you.
Who are you?
My name is Miranda.
What?
You had become so powerful. Far too powerful for me to subdue directly. So, I had to lure you into this realm so that you might willingly relinquish your powers.
No, but Kay said...
Did he? Or did I? That Kay was an illusion.
She was
Very
able to do that out in the real world.
Wouldn't
She's
you say?
still at large then. Like,
No way.
not just in this realm.
Now you can become the vessel for my Eva!
Well, shit.
Rose, run!
He's gonna protect her again.
Go!
Stronger than even he can manifest. He can save you, Rose! No one can.
No, he can.
Rose!
Rose, hurry!
You can't escape!
Dad!
Not from me!
Dad, wait, hold up. Is it really you?
Yes, but right now you need to run! Run!
I'm running. Nice shot, Dad.
Rose!
Thanks. Why didn't you tell me who you really were? Why'd you let me call you Michael?
I didn't want to complicate things. I just needed you safe.
I spent too much time with Chris Redfield where we don't explain things properly.
And I'm sorry I left you alone. But I had to find a way out. And I did. It's just ahead.
Rose!
Shut up! I'm spending quality time with my dad for the first time.
Get away from my daughter! Stay away from my family! Rose, come on!
You can't escape with Rose. Ethan, persistent as always.
Dad!
Rose, now's your chance. Go live a normal life. Make friends. No one will ever call you a freak again.
But
Rose, just go!
I don't want to leave you!
I know. I love you. But I need to know that you're safe. So please, just...
Ethan, you insolent pest!
I got this. Get out of here.
Go, Rose, go! You can't help him.
Don't worry, Dad. I've got this!
You think your powers will allow you to stand against me in the heart of my domain? Foolish.
Oh, I can dodge?
With how intent you were on my
Whoa!
throwing them away, I think they just might.
And even if you were to survive, what
Absorb
would be the point?
incoming
You can't
projectiles.
save your father. You are
What?
of two different worlds.
I was holding it down. Do I maybe just tap it?
Here I come.
Oh, you gotta time it right. Rally Rose's
This
powers into a
is-
massive Megamycete. Oh, shit.
There's no shades.
You get her?
I won't let you do this!
Impossible. It took so much to lure me, but you're incredible. Well worth the effort.
You might change your mind when I put an end to your plans!
Your time is up.
Oh, she got me mid-dodge.
You will fall.
I think I need to attack her to get her to come out of this
Come!
black and white
Be
screen.
by my side.
Oh, maybe not.
I cultivated this world within the Megamycete to resurrect our
Oh, okay.
sweet daughter.
Let's heal. We've got 3 of them.
But no matter how many vessels I created, none had the power to touch her.
Okay.
That is why it must be you. You are the only one who can bring her back to me. Whatever it takes, whatever I must do, I will see this through. How do you possess such power? Do you still not see? There is no happy ending.
Says the Wicked Witch at the end of her reign!
Oh, jeez.
If I'm gone, nothing changes. Your suffering
This seems
will
to be
never
working.
end.
To not get hit by those things. Oh, never mind, never mind. Should I shoot her? Okay.
You just won't give up. You really are.
Do the thing! She won't do the thing.
That stubborn that shines inside makes you the perfect vessel.
Oh, shit.
Now, become
Oh, what? I thought she would have been stunned from what I just did to her.
How about this?
Dad! There's Ethan. Oh, okay. That got me. Where's this handgun ammo? Pick it up. Okay,
Let's
I think she picked it up.
Offer yourself unto me.
Alright, let's try the thing again. Okay, well, we got attacked while we were trying it, so it doesn't really work. Yeah, try that.
Don't resist.
I guess, we weren't close enough? Do it again. There we go.
Let's see you dodge this!
What is this? I shall finish this.
Where's this handgun? It doesn't matter, we've got plenty. Uh-oh.
There is no victory.
Oh, shit.
Finally, my struggle comes
Did you take that heal? No.
to fruition.
Oh, wait. Thought maybe I accidentally examined it, but she got hit. Oh.
Rose! Over here!
Dad!
I like that we were able to do that. That Siri, like, dodge.
This. Take her down.
Oh, I will.
Return and yield your strength to me.
Waste no time, let's do it. Can I not shoot her?
So much power. You truly would have been the perfect vessel for my Eva.
I'm not a goddamn vessel. Not some stupid copy. I'm me, Rose. And you're done.
Hey, sweetie.
Oh my god!
You're so grown up now. And even though I wasn't there with you, I've always watched over you. I'm so sorry I couldn't protect you.
You did.
All you've ever done is protect me.
No. Not this time. You lost your chance. I'm so sorry.
No. It was my choice. And I don't regret it one bit. If I had left you, then we never would have had this chance to talk face to face. So it's okay. I'm okay.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so very proud of you. I love you,
I'm back. I'm back.
Aww.
Dad.
That damn book.
Do you think the little boy will be able to touch the moon?
Oh, right.
But he can touch the moon, it's too far away.
Wait, what if he has a rocket ship?
This is where the
Okay, then he can touch
Game
it, but
ended.
it'd be very, very cold.
we saw her with that ring on already.
I think the moon feels like a
It does. But if
Hey, Dad. Happy birthday. Sorry I missed last week. I have a lot of tests coming up. You know how it is.
I wonder if they're gonna add anything
Look at the goddamn devil.
new here. Like, or at the end after she drives away and we saw that guy walking towards the car,
I love you.
who I believe was supposed to be Ethan.
Yeah, I found her. Where else? Today of all days. We have a situation. You're needed, Evelyn.
Don't you ever call me that again.
Whoa, it's just a joke, Rose.
I can show you things even Chris doesn't know I can do.
We have a clear shot.
Stand down. I can handle it. She's just a kid.
Way to keep it together, Rose.
You're a lot like him, you know?
I know.
Well, now that makes more sense. So, yeah, here there was a guy. Yeah, there he is. Okay. For a moment, I was like, wait, did they take him out of this one? It kind of looks like Ethan. And don't they come to a stop? Yeah, the brake lights. I was hoping they would continue that. Thought there would be a reason why they showed us that whole thing again. I guess so that you get the context, or so you can rewatch it with the context. But yeah, I like that DLC. I don't know if it was like amazing, but it was good. I enjoyed it for sure, and I like that we got to see Rose, see the child of Ethan, who he was killing himself to save throughout the whole game. Yeah, but I think they did some of the other ones better, like some of the ones for, I mean, they had like 2 huge ones for 7, and they had Separate Ways for 4, which was really good. Yeah, I think I liked those DLCs better than this one. Okay, well, I would think, yeah, 3 hours, okay. Yep, this is going to be where we wrap this up. So we're not going to end the video here. We are going to go check something out Well, I'm going to pull it up and I will explain exactly what we're doing when we get there. So just hang tight for 1 second. All right, so here is what we're doing. We are checking out a video breaking down the details of the Baker incident report. This is something that apparently is no longer included in the game. It is, or it was, an 80-page or 80-something page document that you could read through that gives you some more answers on exactly what happened in RE7. And I thought instead of sitting there flipping through the pages and reading it, we could actually watch a video where they break it down. This was done by a channel called Evil Redfields. I love that name. That's so great. Let's go ahead and subscribe and like the video. Go check this video out in your own time too, because I'm probably going to have edited this up a little bit just so that we can mainly focus on the bigger points and go over my thoughts, my reaction to everything that we learn in this. But yeah, it looks like they definitely took a lot of time because I started watching like a couple of minutes of this just to make sure that this was a video that would be good for what we're trying to do here so that we could experience together. We could share this experience together in this video of what the Baker incident report entails. So if you want the full video, I'll leave a link to this video in the description, but this channel makes a lot of Resident Evil videos, so I know you Resident Evil fans would probably like it, so definitely go check these guys out. They seem to put a lot of love and care into their videos. But with that said, let's go ahead and get started and see what they have to say about the Baker incident report.
The Baker incident report is a report written by Zoe Baker, as we know, and it shows the events following the Baker incident. Zoe states that Ethan and Mia were able to shed some light on the events, but it was covered up and they were, in her words, vanished. She says that she knows, in quotations, someone or something powerful acting behind the scenes.
According to the Dulvey Daily, dated July 22nd, 2017, it states a family of 4 is found dead in Dulvey. Their names included Jack, Marguerite, Lucas, and surprisingly Zoe's name is on that list. The details were unknown, only knowing that they were found dead on July 21st, 2017. Also, Deputy Sheriff Dave Anderson was missing since the 19th, according to Deputy Sheriff Riley Whiteford, who visited the Baker's residence around the time of his disappearance.
So it's interesting because it looks like what this report highlights is that, or I guess this was done by Zoe, but she found a report saying that she was also dead, which I guess was supposed to be what technically happened to her, because the canon is that when you were given the choice to either save Mia or Zoe, Ethan went with Mia. Despite what your choices may have been in the game, Ethan saves Mia and then Zoe is presumably dead. But as we know in the DLC, whatever the name of that one is, Zoe actually survives and is saved by her Uncle Joe. But it's officially stated that she did not survive everything that took place at the Baker estate. It's really interesting.
The social media post dated July 22nd, 2017, one person claimed, "That thing with the dead family, wasn't that where that giant black monster was?" Someone else also mentions incidents where Jack was also having problems with people and also getting into a lot of fights. This shows that the Baker family was not going unnoticed by fellow inhabitants. This is going to be explored more later.
Next is a transcript from a complaint
so
to the
interesting.
county sheriff's office. In quotations, "I don't believe it. It's been 2 days already, but you haven't reported anything else. Was it murder? An accident? Suicide? And what is with the National Guard sealing the place off? What are y'all hiding?" Very little information was reported after the incident was discovered, which led to a lot of rumors and speculations. The Bakers and their home was isolated. There was also a lot of public pressure for information.
That I think is so fascinating that they were not able to cover up everything that took place there, which obviously it was a huge deal, but there were a lot of people that went missing. You would think that Umbrella and everybody that got involved, like the BSAA, as I understand, had some involvement there. Like Chris worked for the BSAA, but we learned in Village that he no longer did, which we might get some answers on that in here. I'm not 100% sure. You would think that they would have done whatever they could to cover it up, but they were obviously unable to. But I don't know that it really even matters. Like the public might just have to be satisfied with whatever answers that they got or whatever speculation that they were coming up with, because as we know that these organizations are really powerful, they probably have a lot of influence. They can probably silence people if they wanted to, and they don't get an answer to nothing. But let's see what else they have to say about that.
Zoe says in quotations, "I admit that at the time I was being held in quarantine by a certain organization and couldn't see any of the news for myself." She continues, "They finally allowed me to watch TV, and after a few days I was flabbergasted by the stark difference between the reports and reality.
Of course.
This would start her suspicion towards the cover-up and fuel her to expose the truth."
Into the recently reported Dulvey Daily, they state, on July 30th, 2017, Sheriff's Office say Baker family killed by natural gas.
By natural
To follow up the
gas!
news on July 21st, 2017, Dulvey County Sheriff's Office states, it is highly likely that their deaths were caused by hydrogen sulfide leak. They mention the surrounding area being wetlands and that combined with the concentration of pollution could have had a help in leading a buildup of toxic gas. The leak had been blocked, yet authorities sealed off the area in order to prevent any further accidents. They released a list of victims, and it goes in the following order. For the list of deceased, Jack Baker, Marguerite Baker, Lucas Baker, Zoe Baker, Dave Anderson, Clancy Javis, Andre Sticklin, and Peter Walken.
So, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. So right here, this, I know I can just let them say this, but we're here so that we could go over this together and you can see my reaction to it. It's just so funny though. I was going to say, there's no way that people would buy that. There's no way that people are going to buy that it was a freaking gas leak. Are you kidding me? Fake news. Fake news. And it's so funny because it really mirrors real life, doesn't it? I mean, I don't know that things happen on this scale, on the conspiracy realm of things in real life, in the real world, but it is funny because we know that there's definitely some fishy things that go on that that the media tries to cover up, that the organizations behind it try to cover up, and they do such a poor job and nobody believes it, but we never really get any true answers.
Going back to the earlier reports made by surrounding civilians, they were more made following the recent reports of news. This includes, in quotations, toxic hydrogen sulfide gas? They're kidding, right? Another reporting they heard everything, claiming the government is up to something, with another also stating about the Black Monster, to which they may be referring to the boss fight with Evelyn at the end of Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. They also provided a satellite photo of the shipwreck. One media post mentions Raccoon City and notices how a lot of conspiracy theorists were posting online around that time in 1998. This further proves the other residents had an idea of what's going on and has a realism of the way the internet would react to the news on this spectrum.
Yeah.
Zoe then shows an interview made with Sally Baldwin, a professor of geological sciences at Minden University. The interviewer questions if she disagrees with the report from the sheriff's office, to which she replies, "We can't rule it out completely, but it's very unusual all things considered." She mentions that to form hydrogen sulfide, there would be volcanic activity aiding it, to which she adds on saying, Dulvey has no volcanic activity anywhere in the area.
Yeah,
Her
of course
research
not.
from 1998 shows proof of it. This racks my head thinking the year being the same as the Raccoon City incident, and a note found in the attic of Lucas's room saying that the house was made by George Trevor Industries, the same man from Raccoon City who supposedly found his demise in Spencer's mansion in the Arklay Mountains.
The architect of the
Zoe turns
Spencer
attention
mansion.
back onto her. She is completely shocked by the news, but more importantly, she is scared to see her name on the list, thinking her assassination could be seconds away. Instead, they give Zoe a new name and let her go for her own safety.
Oh, I hadn't even thought about that. That when she discovered that she was on the list of the deceased, that would be, that'd be terrifying, thinking that, okay, well, I'm obviously not dead. They know that, but they put my name on there, so they probably have plans to kill me. Clearly that didn't happen, but yeah, it's not surprising that she thought that, because that would be the same exact thing we'd all be thinking, like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm alive. Why did they put my name here? They know I'm alive. Yep, I'm toast. I'm dead. I should be watching my back.
She mentions her attempts to contact Ethan and Mia to at least thank them, but they had disappeared. Zoe immediately changes her focus onto the BSAA that knew about the Winters' whereabouts. She mentions, thanks to my detainment in their facility, I have a pretty good idea of who their members are, which could be a big plot point in perhaps Resident Evil 9 as we dive deeper into this report. She says she was very persuasive when it came to asking about the organization and top secret documents.
Hold on, I do want to read that one line. I do want to read that one line faster. It was formed to combat the rise in bioterrorism after the collapse of Umbrella Pharmaceuticals. Yeah, which we learned a lot about that in Resident Evil Revelation. So if you haven't played that game, then that's where you discover the origins of the BSAA. I think by 5, Chris is working for the BSAA, and 6, they're involved in that too. But we didn't really get a lot of answers on what happened, or any at all, what happened with Chris's relationship with the BSAA and why it seemed to have severed by the time we get to Village. Yeah, because that threw me off so bad when this is another reason why I want to pause this and actually be able to talk a little bit. Like, I know that they're explaining everything. I'm not trying to do their job, but I do want to explain because I want to make sure that I'm going over what my previous thoughts were on the things that I was confused about. Like at the end of Resident Evil 7, I was wondering why the hell Chris was on a helicopter that said Umbrella on it, when Umbrella shouldn't even existed anymore. Clearly they were not totally gone. But I was thinking, okay, well, he works for the BSAA, but they were the ones that intervened in the Baker incident. So even though it said Umbrella on the side, the BSAA were involved. So Chris probably hadn't severed ties with them by the time that 7 happened, but it happened somewhere between the events of 7 and 8.
Plot point in perhaps Resident Evil 9 as we dive deeper into this report. She says she was very persuasive when it came to asking about the organization and top secret documents, which could tie into Resident Evil 8 on how Chris knows about Miranda and a document later in the file.
The next portion we have in the Baker incident report is called The Hidden Truth. According to the magazine Inspector, which is the same magazine to do an interview with Sally Baldwin, catches Zoe's attention by having a title that was Secret Meeting between the Sheriff and International Organization. The author, Edgar McClintock, states that one of their reporters had unearthed evidence of a meeting between the BSA and Dulvey Sheriff Coleridge. This would further raise suspicions. Edgar mentions that he tried to get a statement from the sheriff's office, but they refused. Now Zoe provides us with a document labeled BSA Investigations Department, Final Report on the Baker Incident.
This document shows the real truth of what happened. As we also find out in the release game of Resident Evil 7, the incident started out by an accidental contamination of a bioweapon known as Evelyn, the little girl Mia was taken care of on transport to the facility. The document continues into things we find out in the last acts of Resident Evil 7. The BSAA also claims that this document is for employees with Class B clearance and above. They state that Evelyn was originally created in a Munich research facility by the international crime syndicate The Connections, which expands into Resident Evil 8 and Mother Miranda. The BSAA had a team to go destroy Evelyn to no success, and to which Evelyn escaped. They threatened by saying if the failed assassination of Evelyn was to ever come to light, that the BSAA would have to be the ones responsible. That is why they needed a cover-up so that the BSAA wouldn't get called out.
Next document Zoe shows us goes into detail about the E-Series Megamycete. It states that the Megamycete is similar to that of Cladosporium, aka black mold, and has high reproductive properties.
So why did BSAA need to be the ones to cover up the incident if the Connections were the ones responsible? We haven't gotten any answers on that, not yet, but it seems like the next thing that we're going into within this report doesn't seem to be explaining that. Maybe it will, but yeah, I really want some answers there.
Now we are on to a big important part of this inclusion that involves the Connections. The document states their organizational structure is unknown. However, the BSAA states to be aware of their known actions on a global level. In recent years, it says that they have been particularly active in Eastern Europe. In addition to what we find out about Mother Miranda and Chris's act of Resident Evil 8, it shows most of their activities appear to revolve around creating or selling bioweapons. And to a man and an idea for a future video, The Connections was founded by Brandon Bailey. He was a right-hand man to Oswald E. Spencer. In this document,
I knew that name was familiar. Brandon Bailey.
And location is unknown, which is weird considering that his name is in a note in Resident Evil 5 about level security employees being wiped out.
Wait a second. Okay, so maybe I guess the BSAA, my question about why the BSAA would even have to be responsible. I mean, that's their job. I get that. I just thought that it seemed like they were obligated to because they were responsible. Like, I thought that the report was insinuating that they were partially responsible and then would immediately be, for that reason, would be obligated to clean up the mess of what Evelyn might have caused, or what the Connections basically might have caused. But yeah, Brandon B. The name at the very bottom, Ethan W. I mean, that's a coincidence. It has to be. I mean, it says deceased, and this was Resident Evil 5, which took place years before anything in 7 or 8 took place. So there's just a coincidence. But isn't that funny? Ethan W. I know I read this. I had to have read it when I played 5, but I would never have thought anything about Ethan W. because I didn't even know who Ethan Winters was at the time. But that's funny. But yeah, Brandon Bailey. Because didn't they mention, or what am I just thinking? I don't know. Did they mention that name in Village? Like when you're playing as Chris and you go into that room where Mia's locked up and you read all the documents? I don't know. I swear that name sounds familiar though, and it wouldn't be. I would not be recognizing it from this alone. I would not remember the names on this list, especially when his last name isn't even fully spelled out. But that's so interesting though. So he was another one of Spencer's right hand men, I guess. Like similarly how Marcus was from 0.
With his name on top of level 9 marked as deceased. Bailey and Spencer differed in visions, so he branched off with the goal of commercial gain. Zoe brings it back to her and her utter disbelief with the cover-ups. She also states she's caught wind of Ethan and Mia's location.
She begins with a transcript of an interview with Ethan and Mia.
Oh.
Shall we begin then? Ethan Winters. I am a systems engineer. How many times do I have to do this? When are you gonna let us go? Our interviews until now have been necessary to conclude if you had any ulterior motives. Now we understand that you were just an innocent victim in this whole incident. So,
right.
You're gonna let us go?
Ethan was,
yes,
at
but
least.
we have one condition. What's that?
I love how they did this edit.
We would like you and your wife to remain under our supervision. In exchange, we will provide you with a new home, a new country. What are you saying? You want us to take on new identities? Wait, a new country? You want us to move to another country? To a lovely country in Eastern Europe, to be precise. Europe? You've got to be kidding me. Why the hell would we? You are both witnesses to what happened. There is a certain criminal organization who is looking for you. We are doing this for your protection. Think of it more like witness protection. But all the way in Europe, without any say? You can forget everything you experienced here, start a new life. It's better for both of you that way.
But also, there's no way that that's a coincidence that they moved them. Obviously, it's not a coincidence that they moved them right near the village. But it was the BSAA that did it. Mia's interview.
According to our examinations, you're mostly free of the mold now, Mia. Have you?
Mostly.
Did you tell him about my past?
That picture of Mia.
As a sign of appreciation for your cooperation, BSAA has not divulged your involvement with the connections. I just want to return to a normal life with Ethan, to forget everything. That concludes both interviews. Zoe continues on by feeling relief on her shoulders from knowing they're in Europe. She couldn't figure out exactly where since the BSAA has tight security. 2 years go by with no progress. She shows an update in her new life about becoming a rookie reporter for a small newspaper in New Orleans. She says that the Baker incident is anything but gone from people's minds. She also goes on by saying she got a letter from Mia Winters. Hey, how are you doing? It's been a while, hasn't it? BSAA won't let us send any emails or letters,
but I
gave
this letter
directly to an employee to give to you. So it should be safe our location is still hidden. I've always wanted to tell you how thankful I am. Ethan and I would have died in that house if it hadn't been for you. It must have been hard to fight all alone for so long. So thank you. I can't tell you where we are, but we're safe and happy. I feel like we finally settled down into our new life. The house BSAA gave us is huge. I don't know what to do with it all. Oh, that reminds me. There's a reason I wanted to write you. Ethan and I had a baby. I included a picture of her with this letter. I warn you, she's so cute. We named her Rosemary. Isn't it such a wonderful name? I hope you can come and see her someday. Ethan wants to see you too. I've learned all kinds of local dishes. I'm sure you'll like them. No need to reply. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Take care of yourself, okay? Sincerely, Mia Winters. Zoe states that she was more than happy to receive that letter and couldn't hold back her tears. When she went to close the mailbox, she spotted another envelope. This one was embossed with the BSAA logo, the sender unknown.
BSAA HQ, warning letter to Chris Redfield. Chris, we are growing concerned with your recent activity. According to recent reports, you have taken personal control of the elite unit, the Hound Wolf Squad, without permission. And you've accessed a number of top secret documents also without permission. What the hell are you doing?
So we know about the Wolf Squad because that was who he was working with in Village, in the events in Village, as you play as Chris. But so are they still employed by the BSAA?
What are you and your squad doing in Eastern Europe? Who the fuck is this Miranda that keeps popping up in your correspondences? What's with the investigation into the Winters family?
Okay, so they, well, while maybe still employed by the BSAA, they were kind of going rogue because they probably didn't trust them, and we can rely on Chris's judgment for the most part.
You've been very critical of the BSAA since the Baker incident. You might be one of the founding original 11, but I cannot continue to let you run around unchecked. So I will repeat myself. What the hell are you doing? Signed, BSAA HQ Investigations. There was one thing scribbled on the back of this. It's not over. Zoe concludes that all of this was purely for her own reference and doesn't intend to send it out to the general public. She states that she is doing this for her family and that someday she'll give Ethan and Mia her thanks directly. She concludes by saying, "My name is Zoe Baker, a survivor of this tragedy."
So that was really good information. I loved getting some more details on some of the things that happened, but it wasn't totally conclusive with a lot of the things that I've been kind of wondering about, like why. I was hoping that we would get answers on like why that helicopter said umbrella on it, and what exactly Chris found out about the BSAA that made him want to do things without their knowledge, without their permission. How did he find these things out? But I think part of the reason why they didn't include a lot of that, when I say they, I mean like Capcom, the devs, like whoever wrote the Baker incident report, not the Evil Redfields. I think that maybe they want to leave some doors open in case they decide to tie it into Resident Evil 9, which they very well may do, but they also, there's a possibility that it won't end up even being that relevant whenever that game is released. But it could be, I think that basically they just wanted to have the option there to leave some of these things open. And I think they also just want to provide some mystery. I mean, they created a lot of mystery to begin with, but I think that they wanted to just leave it as some things as a mystery. You don't have to give answers to everything, and it kind of makes it a little bit more exciting. So I get that. But still, I'm really glad that that whole report even existed. And I'm really glad that the Evil Redfields made that video. And I think they did such a good job of summarizing everything really well, because I can't even imagine how tired I would have been, like how exhausted my jaw would have been from just reading that much, and how boring that would have been in a video of I'm just reading verbatim what's on the screen from the report itself. So I am really glad that they made that video, and they really put it together in a way that made it very cohesive while also summarizing everything well, and not just reading directly off the page. Like they give us a little bit more than what you would get from just reading it yourself, which is really cool. But yeah, go like and subscribe to the Evil Redfields. They seem to make a lot of Resident Evil videos, so I'm sure there's a lot more good stuff on their channel. Well, I think this is going to conclude the final installment in the whole Village series. We are done with the DLC. We went through the Baker incident report. I'm really sad. I know that I've talked about this as we wrapped up the base game, but we are going to go back and play. I'm sorry if you're watching this in the future and I've already done this. This is irrelevant. But if you were watching this around the time of the upload or sometime within the next couple of months after the upload, we are going to go back and play original Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, and 4, as well as Code Veronica. So we still have some more Resident Evil left to play on the channel. And we're going to play some games that are pretty similar to Resident Evil, but you're gonna have to just wait and see when we get there. Thank you guys so much for joining me for today's video and for any of the other Resident Evil videos that you have been here for. I know that there are some of you that let me know in the comments that you've been here since I started 1. That is amazing. Thank you so much. Even if you just came for Village or 7, I still appreciate you watching my videos at all. I'm always so grateful that you take the time to share this experience with me, because it is quite the experience, these Resident Evil games. I'm obsessed, and I'm really, really sad. As much as I have loved this, I'm really sad that it's not completely over yet, but it's over in a sense. I mean, even though we're going to go do those original games, there's no story left, at least until they come out with Resident Evil 9. I hope they don't make us wait too long for that. I'm recording this in March of 2025 for context, if you are watching this in the future. So we currently don't have any official news on Resident Evil 9 as of this video. I hope that something comes out, at least like an announcement. That could hold me over. That would be nice. That'd be better than nothing. Anyway, thank you again so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I hope I see you in the next video. Bye.